students. I hope you can hear me. Welcome to my class today. Okay, I'd like to have some response from you. Are you able to hear me? Can you hear me speak? Please type yes. And please do enter your name and your index and your class so that the class rep can take attendance as usual. Okay. Okay. Hypnos. I do not know who Hypnos is, but good evening. Okay. All right. Hypnos says yes. That means you can hear me. All right. Am I right? Okay. Halisa Putri. All right. Okay. I see 3P4. Okay. Good. All right. Jia Tong. I don't know who Hypnos is. I'll ask you later in the group. Okay. Xin Yi, Chloe. All right, good. Okay, please type your names and your class. And I hope the class reps are going to keep track. Please keep track of the attendance and let me know at the end of the class. Okay. Now, I hope you have done your work for the other day, not from your workbook here, for the structure of the human eye. So today I'm going to go on to structure of the human ear. Okay, I'll have another class later next week when I have a Google Meet with you. I will check answers with you. Okay, so that's why I want you to do your homework. Okay, so please remember to type your name, those who have just joined us. All right, okay, I'm going to share screen. All right, and let me know afterwards whether if you haven't got your workbook, it'd be good if you can have your workbook with you and also a textbook so that you can fill in your answers or fill in the structure, the parts, the names as I go along. Okay, so you like be doing your homework at the same time. Okay, so go and grab your book if you haven't got it yet. Okay, for those who are ready, all right, I'll just share screen and let me know whether you can see it. Okay. Okay, let me share screen. Okay. All right, okay, so today I'm going to cover this. I just want to show you what I'm going to cover. Okay. Okay, I'm going to cover this today. This is the structure of the ear. Okay, last lesson we've done this, the rod cells and the cone cells. Okay, so today I'm going to cover the structure. Okay, the ear is divided to 3 parts. Okay, you have the outer ear, the middle ear, and the inner ear. Okay, so after this, we're going to look at the functions of each part. Okay, and also the mechanism. Okay, the mechanism of how is the message sent. Okay, what is the pathway for the message, for the sound to travel to the brain so that you can hear it, can hear the sound. Okay, so please continue typing your answers, your names in the chat box, and I will start lesson in a while. Okay, so before I go to this, I would like to use a video, right, to start my lesson. So I will share the video now. Please let me know again if you can hear the sound. Okay, the other day you couldn't hear. The other day you couldn't hear the sound from the video. I hope today you can hear it. Okay, so please let me know if you can hear it. All right. Okay. So have you finished typing the your names or attendance? Okay, class rep, please do take note now. Okay, so I'm going to share this. I hope you can let me know if you can hear the video, right?
Hello students and welcome to today's lesson. Before beginning our lesson,
okay, are you able to hear it?
Let's remember our senses. To do this, let's do an activity together. There are 10 cards on the screen. These cards show the sensory organs and objects related to them. Match the cards by clicking on them.
Okay, are you able to hear? Oh, yes. Okay, I see. Yes, yeah. Okay, that's good. Now, let's play a game first. Okay, remember we have 5 senses. Okay, we have 5 senses. So let's play a game and we are going to match. Okay, we open the card and then we match the pictures. Okay, let's open this one. Okay, see how good is the memory. Okay, you have the skin here. Okay, let's click at the bottom and see whether it matches. Now try to remember. If it's not the same match, you try to remember the picture. Then we go and search for the next one. Okay, let's go to this one. Okay, skin and ice cream doesn't match, right? Okay, ice cream is like for you to eat, so you can taste it. So your skin is not for tasting. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, eye. All right, what's the eye for? Okay, the eye is for. Okay, let's say, okay, it doesn't match. It's not a match. Okay, let's go on. Okay, nose. Nose is for what? Okay, it doesn't match. Okay, but remember this is the pin, right? The pin, I think there was something that can match with the pin. Okay, I think you can remember there was one picture we had this, the skin, right? The skin. Okay, if I, yes, now you see you find a match and then it will click in green. Okay, let's go on to the next one. This is radio. Okay, radio, you need the what? You need the ear. Okay, where was the ear? Did we have the ear just now? I can't remember. Let's check this. Oh, no. I forgot. Okay, never mind. We keep on playing. Okay. Okay, eye. Okay, eyeglasses. That means you have the eye, correct? Is that the eye? Okay, that's a match. Okay, that's a match. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, rose. Okay, rose is a smell, right? Rose is fragrant. So rose, then you have the, where's the nose? Can't quite remember where's the nose. Let me check. Is this the nose? Okay, all right. Now, then the last picture here. Ear. Ear means you need sound. Okay, so which picture had the sound just now? I think it was this one. Okay, correct. So which means this is the sense, this is for, tongue is for tasting, and there you have the ice cream. All right, okay? So you have
Well
matched.
done. You have matched the sensory organs with the related pictures. We have 5 sensory organs. These are our skin, our nose, our tongue, our ears, and our eyes.
Okay, so let's
Click
go on.
the next button to continue.
Right, let's go on to the next.
At the end of this unit, you should be able to answer the following questions. What is the structure of the human ear? What are the functions of these parts that make up this structure? How do we hear? Click on the next button to continue.
Okay, so we're going to learn this today. Okay, what is the structure of the human ear? What are the parts? And also you need to remember the function. Okay, each part and the function. So, all right, you can get ready your workbook so they can write it in. All right, and then after that, you need to know how the sound travels into the ear, and then later on, how does it it turns into impulse? Which part does it pass through? So that means we need to know the pathway. Okay, the pathway from the outer ear and it travels into the inner ear. Then it goes to the brain. Okay, for the brain to be interpreted to make us understand what kind of sound that we're hearing. Okay, now so let's go on.
What do you think will happen if we did not have ears? Click on the next button.
So it's a simple question with a simple answer, right? What do you think is the answer? If you don't have ears, you cannot what? Okay, you cannot hear, correct? Yeah, it's a very simple question with a simple answer. So even the primary student can answer this. Okay, let's go on.
Before answering the previous question, let us understand the parts and functions of our ear. Our ear has 3 parts: outer, middle, and inner ear.
Okay, so
In
there
the
are 3
outer
parts.
ear, the pinna or ear flap is the part of the ear that is outside our body.
Okay, let's stop here first. Now, so remember there are 3 parts of the ear. They have the outer ear, okay, which is visible from the outside. That means you can see from the outside. Okay, that is your ear flap. Okay, the part that is visible here, this one. Okay, 耳朵这边哈, that means this is the pinna. We call it the pinna. Okay, and it looks like it's shaped like a cone. Okay, the fact is this a large area here is to collect the sound waves. Okay, we will see the function later. And then it is collect the sound waves. Then after that, the sound enters. All right, you have the external part also. The outer ear consists of this tube here. Okay, now let's look at the tube. So that's the outer part. Okay, let's look at the outer part. Then we go on to the middle, and we go on to the inner part. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, over here.
Its function is to collect sound. Now let's look at the auditory canal. Fine hairs in the auditory canal filter the air.
Okay, now this tube here, the tube here that is connected to the pinna, to the inside of your ear, this is called the auditory canal. Okay, so you see the word here, this is auditory canal. So auditory canal, there's hair, fine hairs. Okay, of course there's also wax, earwax. Okay, the function of earwax is actually to trap the dust and also the particles that enters. It also secretes a kind of oil or wax. Okay, wax is 蜡 is actually 好像有点油了，油性的. So it helps to actually stick all the dirty things together. So sometimes when you want to wipe your ear wax, you get all these black color things, brown color stuff. It's actually from the dust and everything that's accumulated that is stuck there. So some people like to remove it, all right, from time to time. Okay, if you don't remove it, it's still all right. It will drop off by itself. It comes out by itself sometimes. Okay, you don't have to always, sometimes you may hurt your ear by digging too deeply. Okay, and then sometimes normally you do not dig with something that is hard. You do some use the earbuds, but sometimes you end up pushing it in also. So don't have to be too worried about removing your earwax. Sometimes you don't even need to. It actually like sort of like self cleans itself. Okay, so don't risk hurting your eardrums by always cleaning it and pushing it and hurting it too much. Okay, so your fine hairs to trap the 有些毛 okay, to fine hairs to actually trap all the dust that enter your ear. So that's why it becomes black because of the dust. Okay, then this is also to secrete the earwax, okay, to protect against pollutants. Pollutants is things that are dirty, for example, the dust and the particles from the outside. Okay, 灰尘呐 dust 就是灰尘呐 pollutants are things that are dirty, which is in the environment. Okay, 在我们环境啊，外面有那些灰尘 we call it pollutants. Okay, let's carry on. So this is the two parts you've seen, the pinna and the auditory canal.
The sweat glands in the canal secrete earwax to protect the ear against pollutants.
Okay, so you have the sweat glands. There's some glands here to also produce just now I said the or the oil is actually the wax. Okay, now we go on to the inner part, actually the middle part. Okay, a little bit inner, you'll find there's one flap. Okay, one flap of a very thin membrane. Okay, 好像一块皮这样的. This is called the eardrum. This is very important. If this eardrum is broken, all right, or this eardrum is torn or damaged, you will be deaf or you cannot hear. Okay, because it depends on this eardrum to vibrate. Okay, when it vibrates, we call 震动. So when the sound comes into the ear canal, right, ear auditory canal, it touches the eardrum. The eardrum will vibrate. So vibrate, then it will send the vibration to other parts. Then only it will produce the impulse. So if you don't have the vibration, actually, you are not going to get your impulse. That means you cannot hear. So you have to, this part has to vibrate. So if it is damaged, you will not be able to vibrate properly and you may not be able to hear. Okay? So let's carry on.
Separates the middle ear from the outer ear. Its function is to send sound vibrations to the middle ear. Okay,
so it's to produce the vibration. Okay, the eardrum is actually the main function is to produce vibration. The sound that comes from the outside. Actually, sound is actually vibration. So when it comes in, it transfers this vibration to this eardrum. Eardrum vibrates and passes on to the next part. Okay, so now you have seen three parts. First is the pinna, okay, or we call the ear flap. Then the second part is the auditory canal. Then the next one is the eardrum. So after the eardrum, we're looking at the middle ear already. Okay, the eardrum onwards is the middle ear. Okay, let's carry on.
Click on the next button to continue. Now let's look at the middle ear. There are three thin bones called the hammer, the anvil, and the stirrup.
Okay, now look here. After the eardrum, right, the purple color thing, it's not purple, we just color purple in the picture here, okay? So after here, you have three small bones in your ear. Okay, so remember there are actually bones in your ear, very small bones, but these bones are very important. It's not for structure, it's not for helping you to support yourself. As you know, bone is to support yourself, okay? But these bones are actually for sending the vibration. It actually magnifies 放大. 刚才你看到 just now you saw this vibration from the eardrum, right? The eardrum is vibrating, so there is vibration there, 有震动. And then after that, it touches, it actually connects to the three bones here. So when the eardrum vibrates, the bones will also will follow and vibrate. So the vibration will be transferred to the three small bones here. Now the three small bones have special names. They are called hammer. The first one is called hammer. The second one is called anvil. The third one is stirrup. Okay, how to remember? H-A-S. Okay, you're scared, you terbalik everything, you go and put, remember, H-A-S. Hammer, anvil, stirrup. So they are specific names. Now, if you want to call these names all together, you don't want to remember the hammer, anvil, or stirrup, they are called ossicles. Okay, ossicles. Okay, so let me look at your workbook. All right, the workbook here. Look at your workbook here, page. We're looking at today. We're going to do page 6. Okay, so the bones. Yeah, the bones in the picture here, they do not specify these three names. They don't have the hammer, anvil, and stirrup. So you call it with one name on it. So this one name actually represents these three bones. They're called ossicles. ossicles. Okay, you can find in your book there. So these three bones are known as ossicles. So what is the function? Actually, they help to magnify. Magnify is to 放大 or amplify. 放大那个 vibration. It is to make it bigger or make it stronger, make the vibration even more. Okay, okay, that is the meaning of magnify or amplify.
The middle ear.
Okay, after that, the next part, these three bones will magnify and it will send to this part here called the oval window. There's one part here called the oval window. Okay, let's carry on first.
The function of these three bones is to send vibrations to the oval window.
Okay, you can see the oval window.
The middle ear is connected to the nose.
Okay, just now you saw the middle ear there has what? Has the three ossicles, the three bones here called ossicles, and you have the oval window. Okay, now after that you will see another structure in the middle ear here. There's actually a tube that connects to your throat. Okay, your 喉咙. Okay, at the bottom, near the ear here. Okay, this part. So this is called the eustachian tube. Okay, eustachian tube. Now this eustachian tube actually doesn't help you to hear. It has nothing to do with hearing. Okay, but it's there for a reason. It's there because of a reason. Okay, let's see what's the reason.
Eustachian tube. The eustachian tube equalizes the pressure between the middle ear and the air outside.
Okay, what is the function of this eustachian tube? Now, eustachian tube is actually, like I mentioned just now, it doesn't help you to hear in any way. 它没有帮到你那个听觉的. It doesn't help you for the hearing. But it's there for a reason. Now, the reason here is to equalize the air pressure between the middle ear and the outside. The outside means the air outside. Now, you notice there's a membrane, there's the eardrum separating, isn't it? There's an eardrum separating your middle ear and the outer ear. So that means the air cannot pass through. All right, the air cannot pass through. So sometimes when you have different air pressure, so for example, sometimes outside is high pressure or inside the ear is low pressure, you will find that it's very painful to you. You find it like 不舒服, is uncomfortable. It's just like, have you got experience before like going to Genting, all right? You're driving in a car. I mean, not you're in a car, you're not driving, but maybe your parents are driving or your father is driving. So as you go higher and higher, as the car climbs the on the way to Genting, as you're climbing higher and higher, you notice your ears sometimes get blocked, isn't it? You get a feeling of uncomfort or an uncomfortable feeling that as if your ears like blocked. Okay, so the reason is because as you go to Genting, as you go higher, the air pressure outside is lower than when you were at when Ipoh, let's say. At Ipoh, in Ipoh, because it's a lower area, so the air pressure is higher. So now inside your ear is higher pressure. But as you go higher and higher and you reach Genting, the air pressure in Genting is lower. So you have two places which unequal pressure. Outside is low pressure, and then inside your body is your ear here is high pressure because you were just now at Ipoh there. Then now you felt uncomfortable because it's like your air inside trying to pushing out because high air pressure wants to go to low air pressure. Okay, it's like you want to push out. That's why you feel the pain in your ear. That's an uncomfortable kind of feeling. Okay, you also get it if you you are in a flight. That means 你坐飞机, you are in an aeroplane. And then when you want to fly, your aeroplane is flying. Okay, let's from the ground, and it goes higher and higher and higher. When the aeroplane is going higher and higher, you feel that your ear will become uncomfortable because when the aeroplane climbs higher and higher, at a high place the pressure is low. Okay, but your ear inside your ear here is still high pressure because you were at the ground level just now. So now as you go higher and higher, you find your ear, wow, very uncomfortable, like something want to 爆炸, like something want to burst. You feel that something pushing out. So how do you relieve this feeling of uncomfortable? Okay, 两边你那个耳朵那两边 outside and inside is like not same pressure. So what do you normally do? Have you experienced it before? Can anyone type in the chat box here, in the chat here, do you know how to relieve this problem of uncomfortable feeling when you feel like your ear want to explode? Okay, anybody knows? I'm just waiting for your response. Blow out through the nose. Ah, yes, that's one way. Correct. You could blow out through your nose. Okay, or one way is, all right, what's another way? I want to see another answer. Easier, no need to blow. Scared you blow. Sometimes not recommended because you blow out. Sometimes you push too hard, you may hurt your eardrum. Sometimes a bit painful. So, okay, don't try to blow out. Okay, that's another way, easier way. If you feel the pain in your ear when you move to a high, an area of different altitude, different air pressure, what you do is you can, simple way, you can swallow your saliva. Just swallow your saliva or drink some water or you suck some candy, salivating. Salivating, it doesn't help. You need to swallow something. Open your mouth. Okay, yawn. Yes, you can yawn. Open your mouth. Swallow saliva, correct? Yes. Eat some sweets. Good. Chew gum. Okay, yes. As long as you swallow something, you swallow your saliva or you swallow, or you eat sweets, you must swallow saliva, isn't it? Then, or you drink water, anything. Yeah, open your mouth or you yawn. It will help to equalize the pressure because now the eustachian tube will open. Okay, it will allow the air to pass out. So the air will be equal already. No more one side high pressure, one side low pressure. So the air, when it passes like this, from high, it will go to low, okay? Or inside high, go out to low. It will become balanced. So balanced already, and then you find that no pain. Okay, so this is what you do. You either chew something or you drink water or swallow your saliva. Yeah, it will help. Okay, good. Right, you have the idea. You have the knowledge there. Okay, so this is to equalize. So it was a function to equalize the pressure or air pressure between the middle ear and the outer or the air outside. Okay, let me go on. Okay.
Click on the next button to continue.
Okay, so now we're in the middle already, middle ear. We go to the inner ear. Okay, so the middle ear is between the eardrum and the oval window. So your oval window is the boundary, the middle line here between going after the oval window is the inner ear already. Okay, let's carry on.
Now, let's have a look at the inner ear. The inner ear includes a snail-shaped tube known as the cochlea.
Okay, now in the inner ear here, there is a tube that is actually curled up. Okay, 卷起来的. It looks like a snail, like a 蜗牛, the shape actually is not hard. The snail has got a shell, isn't it? This is not hard. This is actually soft. Okay? Everything here is all tissues that are very soft, and it is it's easy to be damaged, so it's very delicate. Okay, now inside the cochlea here, let's see what's inside. Okay, it is very important. If the cochlea is damaged, you cannot hear. Okay, you will become deaf.
The cochlea has tiny hairs.
If we straighten it out, that means it was curled up, isn't it? So we straighten it, become a long tube, and we slice it and see what's inside.
And fluid.
There's a lot of fluid.
From the middle ear are sent through the fluid.
So inside here there is fluid. Fluid means 液体. Okay, there's something like liquid there. So the vibration that was, remember the vibration came from the ear, what we call the eardrum, then transfer to the three bones called ossicles. Then the ossicles will magnify the sound waves, the vibration, send to the oval window. The oval window will send it to this cochlea. Now this cochlea inside there got liquid. So when the vibration comes, this liquid will also vibrate. And inside here, there are some very tiny hairs. Okay, tiny hairs is attached to some very important cells called the receptors. So when these hairs move, it will stimulate this receptor to produce impulse. 它会shoot messages, and these messages are always in electricity, electrical impulse. 它是电来的. Okay, so this electrical impulse is very important because it's actually your sound wave. The sound already changed into electrical impulse, and it will be sent to the brain. The brain can understand electrical impulse. The brain cannot understand the sound waves. So the sound wave must change into electrical impulse. Then when it's sent to the brain can understand. Okay, so the brain can only understand the impulse. It doesn't understand the sound. Okay, so when it reaches there, then the brain will interpret, oh, this is what sound I'm hearing. But it must be sent in the impulse form, electrical impulse. Okay, 电啊，是电来的. Okay, let's carry on.
The moving fluid causes the tiny hairs to move and produce messages.
Okay, so you
At the
produce
back of the
messages.
cochlea, there is the auditory nerve that will send the sound messages to the brain.
Okay, so when these messages are already, the impulse is already stimulated, is already produced by the cells here, it will be sent to this group of nerve, okay, very long fibers nerve here. These are called auditory nerve, and this will be connected to the brain. So this message will be sent to the brain, and once the brain receives these messages, it will interpret what is the sound that I'm hearing. Okay, you cannot directly send the sound to it. You must change it to impulse first. Then only the brain understands this language, and the brain understands the impulse language.
Click on the next button to
Okay,
continue.
so we have seen from outside is the pinna. Okay, try to recall pinna. Then you have the auditory canal. After that, you have the eardrum. Then the three bones, ossicles. Then the oval window, the cochlea, and the auditory nerve. After that goes to the brain. Okay. Now, after that, you in between you saw that there's a eustachian tube. So the eustachian tube is not important or in terms of helping you to hear. It's just to equalize the air pressure from the in the middle ear and the outer part. Okay, let's see the next frame.
Now,
Okay,
students,
now is to
we've
remember
seen the
the
parts of the ear. Let's do this activity together to help us better understand the parts of the ear. Perform this task by clicking on the correct parts of the ear. Click on the Check Answer button to see the answer.
Okay, let's see.
Where is the auditory canal?
Where is the auditory canal? Okay, so how? So our name is 1. This is 2. Okay, 3 is at the bottom here. 4 is this one. Okay, 5 is at the bottom here. 6 is up here, and 7. Okay, can you just type here which is the auditory canal? I repeat that. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3, 4. All right, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, which is the auditory canal? Can I have some answers here from you? Can you just type in the chat box here what number? Where is the auditory canal? Okay, I'm still waiting. Maybe it will be a bit slow. All right, it takes a bit of time before I get to see your response. Okay, number 7. Okay, someone says number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, some say 7, something 1. That means there's a confusion here. That means you're confused. Okay, now here, let me recap. This is here 1. This is 7. Now both have the same name, right? You remember auditory, the word auditory. That's why you are confused. Okay, now this is auditory canal, number 1. The number 7 is called auditory nerve. Nerve, this is the number 7 is nerve. So number 1 is, let me check. Okay, let's check. Click and check answer.
This is the auditory canal.
Auditory canal. All right. Okay,
Where
so
is the auditory nerve?
Okay, now this is auditory nerve now. Where? Auditory nerve now is, yes, now no one is wrong already. Okay, everybody is correct because you already learned. Yes, this is auditory nerve. Auditory nerve number 7. You are right. This is auditory nerve. Let's check the answer.
This is the auditory nerve.
Yes. Okay, now let's go to other parts.
Where is the eardrum?
Where is the eardrum? Okay, so number 1 is done. So this is number 2. Again, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Where is the eardrum? Okay, I'm waiting for your response. Eardrum, eardrum, eardrum. Okay, maybe it takes a bit of time for your response to come in. Number 7, I just see the previous answer. Okay, now I have 2. Stella says 2. Okay, do I have other answers? 2. Okay. Hypno says 2. Vivian says 2. Okay, I think most of you will answer 2. Okay, I'll click your answer. All right, I won't say right or wrong. I'll just click answer. Patricia says 2. Eileen 2. Okay, everybody said 2. Okay, let's click 2.
This is the eardrum.
Yes, correct. Okay, it's simple. It's
Where
easy.
Is the stirrup?
Stirrup. Which is stirrup? Stirrup is the bone, right? The bone. Which bone? Is the first one is stirrup or the third one is stirrup? This one is looking like this. Number 3 is like pointing to the bone number 1 here. Okay. Then this is the second bone. This is the third bone. So stirrup is which bone? stirrup. This is number 3 here is the first bone. Number 4 here is the second bone. Number 5 here is the third bone. Okay, so which is the stirrup? Can you remember the name? I say H-A-S. H is for hammer, A is for anvil, S is stirrup. Yes, the fifth one. So 3, 4, 5. Yes, this is the stirrup. Okay, let's check.
This is the stirrup.
Correct. Yes, stirrup. Okay.
Where is the anvil?
Anvil. Okay, 1, 2. This is now left with 3 and a 4 and a 6 now. Which is the anvil? Anvil is number. Okay, anvil is number. Okay, come respond. Number, I see answer here 4. Okay, let's check. 1, 2, 3. I just click answer last Stella. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's check. Okay, Boon Shu also says 4. Li Ziying also says 4. Crystal, Vivian. Okay, everyone says 4. Let's check. Tan Hui En also says 4. Okay, let's check.
This is the anvil.
Correct. Yes. So now you're left
Where
with
is the
hammer. Hammer easy lah. Okay, I don't need to wait for your answer. Everybody will get it correct. It must be this one now. The first one. This is number 3. Okay, let's check.
This is the hammer.
All right. Then what is the last one called?
Where is the couplet?
This one no need to ask. Already the last one, right? This is definitely the couplet. Just remember it looks like a snail. Okay, the shape of the shell of the snail. But it's soft. This is not hard.
This is the couplet. Well done. You have answered all the questions. Click on the next
now there's
button
one part that is missing here. I should also explain. Do you notice there's one part here that looks like 3 tubes here? Okay, this part where it's a semicircular canal. Okay, in your workbook, I think you just look at your workbook now. All right, I think you have the picture. He didn't mention the CD here doesn't mention the semicircular canal, but look at your workbook here. Okay, your workbook. You have a part called semicircular canal. Now this semicircular canal is here. This is a semicircular canal. What is it for? Okay. Now this also same like eustachian tube. It does nothing to do with helping you to hear. It has doesn't play a role in the mechanism of hearing. Okay. Now what does it do? There are 3 tubes. It looks like 3 U-shaped tubes, but they are like in 3 different directions. Okay. One is like 3 different planes, like this, and like this. Okay, 3 tubes. They help you to actually balance your body. They give you messages. Inside there's filled with liquid. So when your head is not in the upright position, for example, your head is slanted, or your body, or you're lying down. So you notice that when your head is slanted, right, because there's liquid inside here, your liquid will be moving around. So when your head is slanted, you find the liquid will move to one side, and that would stimulate impulse to be sent to the brain. And then your brain will know that, oh, my head is actually not upright. So it helps you to actually tell the position of your body. It's more for coordination. Okay, 它帮你 coordinate 你的身体. For example, you are not standing straight. You don't need to see that you're not straight. Sometimes you lie down. How do you know you're lying down without using your eyes to see? When you're lying down, you know you're lying down. It's because your head is not upright. You will close your eyes. You also know that you are not lying down. You are lying down. Okay, you don't need to see. The reason is because your 3 tubes here, the semicircular canal, will send message to the brain to let you know that, oh, actually my body position is not upright. It's actually lying down. Okay, so this helps for the coordination and to help you to tell about your position of your body. Okay, that is what the semicircular canal is for. Okay, now for the next part, let's look at how the messages how the sound enters your ear, and lastly goes to the brain. Okay, the message. Okay, I will skip the questions here. I will go straight to the hearing mechanism.
Hello, students. Welcome to our lesson. There are many sounds in our daily life around us. How do you think we hear these sounds?
Okay.
On the next
how do you hear these sounds? Okay. We are very lucky. Actually, we are very lucky that we have all our 5 senses. Okay, so we should be looking after our senses. And if we're lacking any of our senses, actually we find that there's no joy, right? So sometimes it's very, very 可怜. Some people can't hear, who are not able to see, or cannot feel, or cannot taste, or cannot. Okay, all these senses, they are incomplete. So be grateful with what you already have. So this is a Nilai Murni. All right, Nilai Murni is good values, that you know that you have to look after your senses, look after your nervous system. Okay, if it's damaged, then you will lose your senses. Okay. Okay, let's look at it.
Let's remember how we can identify the object that produces sound. We can hear sound because an object that vibrates produces sound waves. The sound waves travel through the air in all directions.
Okay, so you see, very importantly to know that when there is sound, actually it's actually vibration. Sound is actually a vibration. When there's no vibration, there is no sound actually. Okay, so when the thing when actually sound is actually vibration of the particles, so it has waves. That's why it's called sound waves. 它有波浪的. Okay, there's waves. They go up and down, up and down. It's the wave pattern. Okay, so this wave travels from the source. So you can see the phone is ringing. Actually, there are invisible sound waves been traveling, and it goes everywhere. So, and your ears will pick it up. The first part that picks it up is your ear pinna. The pinna is actually shaped like a cone so that it can collect as much sound as possible.
The ear flap collects and channels the sound waves into the auditory canal. The sound waves then hit the eardrum, causing it to vibrate. The vibration of the eardrum is sent across the middle ear by the hammer, the anvil, and the stirrup.
Okay, I stop here first. So now remember, the sound wave is first of all picked up by the pinna, then it is transferred through the auditory what? Auditory, not nerve, canal, auditory canal. Then after that, this sound wave hits the eardrum, and the eardrum will vibrate. Okay, so important, you must say the eardrum vibrates. If the eardrum doesn't vibrate, that means you cannot pass on anything into the inner part of the ear. That means it will not reach your brain. When it doesn't reach your brain, you cannot hear anything. Okay, so your eardrum must vibrate. After that, the vibration is passed on to these three bones called hammer, anvil, and stirrup, or collectively we say ossicles. And these ossicles will magnify. Magnify means 放大. Okay, make it bigger, make it stronger, make the vibration stronger. Okay, let's carry on. And after this, these three bones will send this vibration to the oval window. The next part is the oval window. Okay, just now we didn't mention much about oval window. It's just a place where the stirrup is attached to the cochlea. That is the oval window. Okay.
These three bones magnify the vibrations and transmit them to the oval window.
Okay, see this word magnify? Okay, magnify means make it bigger, 放大. Okay, another word you can use is amplify. A-M-P-L-I-F-Y. Amplify also has the same meaning, is to make it bigger. Okay, 放大，把这个声音放大. Okay, so that it makes it easier for your nerve cells inside here to produce your impulse. Okay, let's carry on.
The oval window vibrates the fluid in the cochlea.
Okay.
The moving fluid causes the tiny hairs to move and produce messages.
Okay, so now this vibration is transferred to the oval window. Oval window transfers this vibration to the cochlea, and when this vibration moves in the cochlea, it actually makes the liquid move. Okay, there's remember we said we have the liquid there. Okay, 有那个 fluid. So this fluid moves, it will trigger these cells, the receptor or fine hairs, and we have special cells, receptors, to produce impulse. Okay, impulse is the message, right? The message that will be sent to the brain. Okay, so remember, you need to transfer this vibration to the cochlea because the cochlea has got special cells inside there that can produce the impulse. Okay, you cannot transfer the sound to the brain. The brain does not understand sound waves. The brain can understand electrical impulse. So it must change the sound to electrical impulse. And the place to do it is in the cochlea. The cochlea is very important. That's why there's cochlea rosak already. That means habis already. You cannot hear. Okay, even though you got the vibration, okay, vibration will come up to here. You cannot change it into the impulse. You cannot change into the electrical signal. It doesn't reach the brain. You still cannot hear, even though there's sound or there's vibration. Okay, let's carry on.
These messages will then be sent along the auditory nerve to the brain. The brain interprets these messages as sound.
Okay, just now
Click
the
on the
picture,
next
the
button
impulse
to
doesn't come from the
continue.
spinal cord, so it was wrong. The picture, just the sound is from the ear, so it should go from into the brain, not from bottom up. Okay, that one's the spinal cord. So lastly, as long as you know that the impulse must reach the brain, lastly, what does the brain do? The brain interpret the signal and then convert it into sound. So, and then also gives meaning lah. Then you know that, oh, what am I hearing? It's the brain that thinks, the brain that gives meaning to the message. Okay, so let's recap everything with the diagram. Let's see.
Now,
Okay.
students, let's do this activity to help us understand the sequence of what happens when we hear sound. Click on a button to see the corresponding text that is a part of the hearing process.
Okay, now.
Then, click on the Check Answer button to see if it is in the correct order.
So we must how to answer first. We must start from the outside. Okay, look at here. This is the ear pinna. So which part looks like an ear pinna? Okay, I think which one now? Okay, one. Okay, well let's do this. Okay, one. Okay, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now the diagrams will look very difficult. Okay, actually, which one looks like a cone? That would be the pinna, ear pinna. Looks like a cone. Okay. Okay, never mind. Okay. You can click it or I can click it for you here. Now I find that this looks like a cone. Okay, let's try this. This one could be the pinna. Let's try. Sound reaches the outer ear. Okay, let's check the answer. Is this correct? Yes, this is a pinna. Okay, after that, it enters this part here, which is called what? Auditory canal, auditory canal, not auditory nerve. Okay, auditory canal looks like a tube, right? Looks like a tube. So which one is like a tube? Let's check which one looks like a tube. This one looks like a tube, right? Okay, let's check this. Sound travels through the ear canal. Okay, let's check the answer. Okay, correct. Okay, so it enters the ear canal. After that, you will see there's one piece of membrane here, which is the eardrum. Okay, which one looks like an eardrum? Let me try this. Okay, looks like a circle here. Sound hits the eardrum, causing it to vibrate. Okay, let's check. Okay, correct. Then after that, you have 3 small bones here. Okay, 3 small bones here. This one looks like 3 bones here. Okay, let's check. Vibrations are transmitted across the middle ear by the hammer, anvil, and stirrup. Okay, so these 3 bones here. Let's check. Yes. Okay, after that, you should have what? Okay, I'm not going to go on to, can you give me the next part? What is the name of the next part? The third bone here is connected to, what's the next part here? I want you to type in the answer box, chat box. After the 3 hammer, after the 3 ossicles, what should be the next part? Okay, anyone type inside there? Can anyone answer? Try to answer. You can refer to your book, it's okay. Okay, so the book is there for you. For you to refer. You can refer to it now, and you can give me the answer. Okay, quickly go and search. Okay, you look at your book. Okay, I think it's here. Is it here in your book or in your textbook? First, I'll show you the textbook. Yes, it's here. Yeah. I don't see any answer. Why isn't anyone typing? Okay, now, okay, I see it now. Estella, Patricia, Jiatong, oval window. Yes, Tan Bunshu, oval window. Okay, which one looks like an oval window? I think this one looks like an oval window. Yes, correct. Everyone here, correct. Sound vibrates the oval window. Next, you have this, what? This snail-looking thing, right? This shape that is a tube that is rolled up like a circular, circular shape here. This looks like the cochlea. So the sound vibrates the cochlear fluid. All right, and then it produces impulse. The cells inside there, which are called receptors or effectors. So it produces impulse. Lastly, produce impulse first. This is electricity, right? Not yet, not interpreted. Okay, go to here. Nerve carries the messages to the brain. Okay, carries, correct. Okay, then after that, it goes lastly, sent to the brain. Interpreted as sound in the brain. All right, okay. So you must know how to explain the mechanism.
You have completed the hearing sequence correctly. Click Click on the next button to continue.
Okay, let's see what's next.
Choose
Just
the
questions
correct
only.
answer.
Okay.
Which of the following carries messages to the brain?
Okay, which one? Let's do this question. Okay, just type A, B, C, or D. Which of the following carries messages to the brain? Which of the following carries messages to the brain? A, B, C, or D? There are 3 questions here. I think we can just do all 3 of them. Okay, anyone just to type your A or your B or C or D? Okay, quick, girls. No answer? Is that difficult? Is it so difficult? No, right? Okay, you have B, B, B. Wow, suddenly all so many answers came. Yeah, I see all answers B. Okay, so I shall click B. I will follow your answer. I won't tell you the answer. Let the system tell you the answer.
Well done.
Okay, you're
That's
right.
the right choice.
Okay, next question.
What is the function of the 3 ear bones in the middle ear?
Okay, the
They magnify the sound waves.
3 bones.
They send vibrations to the oval window. They produce messages.
The 3 ear bones. What is the function of these 3 ear bones? Okay, A, B, C, or D? Only 1, only 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 3. So, second question. 3 ear bones, the 3 ossicles. Okay, answer here. I see C, C. Okay, let me click your answer then. All right, as long as I get one answer, I'm going to try your answer already. Yeah, okay, doesn't matter whether right or wrong. 1 and 2. Okay, magnify sound waves. That means make the sound wave bigger or make it stronger. Then send vibration to the oval window. Okay, transfer it to the next part. Okay, let's check.
Well done.
Correct.
That's
yes,
the right
very
choice.
good. Right. Next question. Third one.
Which of the following interprets sound waves as sound?
See the keyword here. Don't make a mistake. The keyword is interprets. Interprets means give meaning. Give meaning to it. Okay. Mentafsir. In BM we say mentafsir. So when a thing comes to you, you got to give meaning to it. So which part gives meaning and interprets the sound as a sound wave as sound? Okay. So ultimately you'll be hearing it as sound. So which part? A, B, C, or D? Okay, cochlear, auditory nerve, eardrum, brain. Okay, I see some answers here. Vivian D, Stella D, Patricia D. Okay, Lessa, Alisa, isn't it? Halisa Putri. C, Lizzie Ying, D. Okay, some say C, some say D. Okay, I think more D's. Okay, I will try D. All right, I will try D. Answer is, okay, it doesn't matter we get it wrong, it's okay. We are all here to learn. No one is too stupid or no one is too smart. Okay, everyone, you will make mistakes. It's always, it doesn't matter. Everyone will make mistakes. So I will also make mistakes. Okay, it doesn't matter. We're all here to learn. Okay,
well
yes, it's the
That's
brain.
The right choice.
Okay, so remember, it's the brain.
Click
because the
on
keyword.
The next button to continue.
The keyword is interpret. Whenever you see the word interpret, it always has to be the brain, because it's the brain that gives message, give meaning to the whatever they receive in the term of message. Okay, the message can come, but if your brain doesn't interpret, it has no meaning. So it's the brain that interprets the message. So that's why I said the keyword is always interpret. When you see the word interpret, answer is always to be the brain. Okay, so we are finished with this CD. Now I go back to the your textbook here. I want to show you. You look back at textbook. Okay, let's look at. Okay, good. Well done. Okay, Denise, those who have answered. Okay, it doesn't matter right or wrong. The most important thing is to try. Okay, trying is the first step to success. If you never try, that means you don't even know whether your answer is right or wrong. Okay, so I'm going to share this part. Go back to this. Okay, your textbook here. All right, so today we have covered just now this part. The beginning part was the parts and the function. So always remember, you need to understand what all these functions are. So I don't want to just read from here, it'll be very boring. All right, just now whatever is here is already explained in the CD just now. Okay, so let's go through it quickly. Okay, now you have the eustachian tube already mentioned, balance the air pressure. Okay, start from beginning. Okay, earlobe collect the sound waves, again, direct into the ear canal. Then the ear canal will direct the sound waves to the middle, which is the eardrum. Then the eardrum, most importantly, is to make the vibration. Okay, remember eardrum must vibrate. Then after that it passes to the ossicles, the three bones. The three bones, the function is to amplify. Now see this word? It's same as magnify just now. Make it bigger, make it stronger. After that, pass on to the next part, which is the oval window. The oval window will transfer the sound vibration to the next part, which is the cochlea. Okay, so we skip the cochlea down to the inner ear. Now, first of all, remember that there's another part here, eustachian tube. This one doesn't have anything to do with helping you to hear or to transfer the impulse, whatever. It just helps you to balance the air pressure between the outer side and the middle part of the ear. Okay, let's go to cochlea. So it contains fluid. You've seen the fluid right inside there, and it actually will convert the sound vibration to become messages, which is the impulse. So this impulse is produced here. 它里面有 special cells, we call it receptor. So 如果 question asks you lah, where is the receptor for the ear? You talk about the whole ear lah, which is the receptor? The receptor that produces the impulse is actually the cochlea, the cells inside the cochlea. Okay, and then you have a semicircular canal. This one, remember? I told you the three tubes there. The three tubes that one is like this, another one is like this, and another one is a different direction. So these three tubes, like I say again, like eustachian tube, doesn't help you to hear, helps you to in terms of your balance. Yes, detect the position of the head. That's why I said when your head is slanted, you are lying down. You don't need to see to know that you're lying down. 你不需要看，你会知道的. You know that you're not standing up. It's because the liquid inside here, when it's lying down, the liquid is sengak to one side. It will stimulate the cells inside there to send message to the brain, telling the brain, okay, my head is not straight anymore. Okay, so it's slanted. So this is to help you to balance your body. Okay, lastly, the cochlea will send the message to the through the brain through this auditory nerve, and they inside the brain here, this will be interpreted. So remember keyword here, interpreted. Okay, and then the next part here, if you scroll down to the textbook, I see the mechanism of hearing. Okay, so this is the one I also went through today, which is what's the pathway. So 如果 question asking what is the pathway, yeah, 那 somewhere 怎样 from outside go to the brain. So you talk about this sounds. The source of the sound is outside, passes through first place earlobe or ear pinna, same name, earlobe or ear pinna. After that, ear canal. Okay. After that, you have the eardrum. Eardrum will vibrate. Then eardrum will pass the vibration to the ossicles. Okay, the ossicle bones will magnify or amplify the vibration. Then send it through the oval window. Oval window will also send the vibrations to the cochlea. And inside the cochlea, the nerve cells here will convert the sound vibration into nerve impulses, or 那个电 impulse is the 电. Then this nerve impulse is passed to the auditory nerve to be transferred to the brain. When it arrives in the brain will interpret the sound waves as sound. Okay, and then you act accordingly, whether you want to move to the sound or you want to run away or whatever. Okay, to give meaning. Okay, all right. So this is the lesson that I want to pass to you today, to pass on to you. All right, mechanism of the ears and also hearing, the parts of the ears and also hearing. Okay, so don't forget your homework is, okay, look at your workbook. Right, so you can fill up, okay, girls, you can fill up I will check your answer in another lesson when I have the Google Meet with you, okay, to check all your answers. So this for today is page 6, number 5, label the parts of the ear, and then number 6, page 7, number 6, this is completing the table to put in the function and the names of the parts, and also number 7, the pathway of the impulse, okay, of the hearing mechanism. Okay, so that's it for my lesson today. If any questions, please do ask me in the Telegram group. Okay, I will see you in next week. Okay, I'll see you in the next lesson next week. Okay, all right, bye bye. Have a good evening. Okay, good night. Okay, bye bye. Thanks for joining my class. Bye bye.